All right, so here we have a small score PCB board for an air hockey table, a fast track air hockey table made by ICE. Um, the problem is that one side wasn't scoring, and I was going to just replace this sensor, but I can see the problem. The problem is that sorry about that. You can see this is super loose, so it's not making connection. What happens is, let me see if I can zoom in, see if we can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can see the little pins moving back and forth in their little solder joints. So what's happened is that they just broke free from their solder joints. Let me lower this radio real quick, sorry about that. So instead of replacing it, I'm just going to go ahead and re-solder these back on. Simple fix, nothing major. It will work afterwards because I moved it around and I was able to get a score as long as I had good pressure on it so it makes contact. But over time it'll loosen up and then it'll just the contact won't be there and it just won't work the way it's supposed to. So we're just going to go ahead and fire up the soldering iron and touch these little joints up, and then we should be good to go. I'm not going to make a video of me soldering it, but I'm just going to go ahead and solder it, show you the finished product, and then kind of stick it back in the game and go from there. Alright, so let me go ahead and solder this up. To show you real quick, essential tools when soldering. You're going to need one of these. This is going to help keep the tip of your soldering iron clean. You always want to make sure that the tip is nice and clean. The cleaner it is, the better solder you will have. Obviously solder and a good soldering gun, whether it's butane powered or electric, plug into a wall powered, doesn't matter. Always keep your tip clean. So let me go ahead and start doing some solder, and then I'll show you what I did afterwards. All right, so we got this all soldered up. As you can see, it's not loose anymore. It's nice and tight. Let's see if I can zoom in on the solder joints here. You see right there, they're nice and tight. Real easy fix. You're just going to heat the solder up, add a tiny little bit, and then just kind of remelt everything back together. Once you do that to all 4 of those pins, clean it up a little bit with a little acid brush. If you don't know what an acid brush is, let me zoom back out. This is an acid brush. They usually come a little longer. I'll cut them down so I can get a little bit of a stronger scrub, and just kind of brush off any residue or flux residue or any other dirt that's there. Next thing you do is reinstall it into the game and see if it scores. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I went ahead and reinstalled the little sensor back into the game. This is a fast track air hockey table. Super simple, just 2 screws. Bolt back in, plug it back in. Next thing to do is turn the game back on, and we're going to go ahead and test it and make sure it scores. As long as it scores, the game should be good to go, and then we can close her up and let people play it. All right, so let me go ahead and test this game out right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and test this side to make sure that it's scoring. You can go ahead and put the puck in there. Boom. Score. Score 1 for the game. Do another little quick test. Just going to throw it in there. Thing is scoring. All right, so next thing you do is let the game go and let people play it. All right. Thanks for watching.